For many people of various religions, it is a holy weekend and a time when families once again gather to celebrate. Whether you're one of the lucky ones who can be with your family or travel your own way, this is the perfect time to reflect and find a moment of peace. For this weekend edition, I've compiled some of the most interesting, stimulating and truly jaw-dropping stories for you to read. I wanted it to sound like a pack of wolves, essay artist Nakhane as he prepares his new album, Feel Good, by Bronwyn McKay. The artist has also written numerous newspaper magazine articles, an erotic short story, has a second novel, a short film in production. But their latest release is the only thing that makes it all worth it. We are closer than ever to the first pregnancy outside the human body. By Claire Horn. Throughout human history, each of us was born of a human being. Up to the present. But that's about to change. Scientific research is on verge of being able to raise babies from machines, outside of the human body, for first time. On the banks of the Breede River is Malgas' only winery, Sijnn. By Daléne Fourie Last Friday, I drove about 3.5 hours, 200 kilometers and about a mile from Cape Town. I think distance qualifies it as a journey, and it has done everything people say about travel. To travel is to live. Somewhere on a dirt road, on my way to Infanta, I'm not sure if I've been there. Right path, fog obscuring view, early morning, no people or creatures in sight. I thought, even if I couldn't find this link, middle of nowhere, what an adventure to try. I finally found it, though I think my GPS is inventive when it comes to dirt roads. Never waste a good hysterectomy. I feel like my dog when there's a storm. By Melanie Verwoerd Hysterectomies affect millions of women of all ages. But it gets almost no attention. Melanie Verwoerd's newly released book and podcast Never Waste a Good Hysterectomy aims to break this cycle of silence. In this excerpt from When the Dam Walls Collapse, Verwoerd shares more about visit to her gynecologist that will take on an unexpected and life-changing journey. Inside essays most luxurious Airbnb with a rental costing at least 1.2 million rupees. By Andrew Thompson Airbnb's reported exit story is convincing. Seeing well-known accommodation shortage in San Francisco before a big conference, few friends decided to rent an air mattress on the excavation ground. A little over a decade later, the company is valued at over $1 trillion. And these days, the range of properties that can be rented on the platform is huge. This might be the perfect time to engage in the complex conversation that most of us avoid. Mhlangu I recently attended a funeral where mourners spoke in hushed tones about the deceased's choices for the end of life. The elder sister commented that for the first time in family history someone would be burned and listed the entire generation lineage. It was not hard to overlook the displeasure he felt as he offered his brother's tribute. What conversations do you need with loved ones about what is important to you and your end-of-life choices? When the New Woman of essay embark on an adventure in Lourenço Marques by Charles van Onselen. Charles van Onselen writes how South African whites, seeking to escape some of the restrictions a Calvinist state, visited Mozambique to share in its social evils. Lourenço Marques was seen by the South African state as morally dangerous territory and was particularly dangerous to women, although some women would have loved to be there. Is the Ford Ranger Raptor the ultimate road trip vehicle? By Reuben van Niekerk. South Africans love a journey and have some wonderful traditions that align with the phenomenon. Some will never leave without a particular Tupperware padcoast that includes poached eggs, meatballs, or egg mayonnaise wraps, along with specialty coffee-making utensils or a Hamilton Stanley bottle of their favorite brew. Others are happy with the mandatory wimpy stance. Following the Ford Raptor launch in Namibia, we were allowed to drive the bakkie over dunes and off-road obstacles.